Yeah, so welcome to our class again. So this class will be talking about um the break statement. So let me make a new note. Call it what break py. So we want to be talking about break statement in Python. So what does a break statement do? A break statement is used to terminate um, a loop, a loop. So it will stop the loop and execute the next line of code, right? So for the example that I gave you, right? So if you look through like that of the ATM machine, so if you check if something is working or not, so it has to be that certain conditions are met, right, before another one is executed. So if one condition is not met, the other one will not work. Did you get the point? So, and break is used to stop and go to the other part. So a break statement is used with um, either the for loop or the while loop. Did you get the point? So you can use the break statement for either the for loop or the while loop. So the break statement is used to terminate the loop when a certain condition is met. So let's quickly um, a for loop or a while loop can include an else clause. Definitely, if you are using an if statement or if statement, you have to include the else. But what we are now saying is that a for loop or a while loop as well can also include a for let me write it. A for loop and a while loop can also include a what? Can also include what else? Can also include an else statement. Can also include an else statement. Yep. So so i- in a for loop, the else clause is executed after the loop reaches its final integration. So um this one says that the else statement is used to execute a block of code when the loop finishes normally. You get the point, right? So and it does not what? It does not break a sentence. So let me put here. So so in a for loop, the else clause is executed. In a for loop, the else clause is executed. Is it is executed after the loop. Um, yeah, it is executed when the loop exhausts all items. So let's quickly do an example. For example, for example, so let's say for n in range, for n in range of range of 2 to 20, right? For n in range of 2 to 20, you have to put a semicolon there and press enter. Then we can now say that for x in range of 2 to n, right? Now, if if x, do you know that this one is a modular sign, right? It should return what? This sign, this percentage sign is for what? Hmm? Go and check your note. Oh. Go and check your note. Go and check your note. So mm, do a break or hmm? When you're not following, so or else let me let me else issue indentation. You should do what? Um you should print n is a prime number is a prime number is a prime number. So you put it in quotation mark, the prime number. So let me explain this code. Let's run this code first. So that it returns what? The remainder. So let me explain this code. So this first line of code is is a first statement, right? Which declare a variable n, right? So the n should go into this integer and this range from range 2 to 20, right? So it should be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, up to 20. Now we now also declare another for statement here that for x in range of 2 to n. So where is n? This is n. So 2 in this range. So this one will first of all go and print out all the old 2 to 11 and 2 to 10, 2 to 20. Now this one will now go from 2 to inside all of these ones again, right? Then we are not saying that if n, if whatever value that we found here and we divide it by this x, if the answer is equal to 0, eh? You know this is modulus, right? Hmm? So if this one is divided by this one and the answer gives you 0, for example, if 2 is divided by 2, what will it give you? Eh? 2, 2 divided by 2 is 1. So, and if the remainder is 0, right? You know it is remainder that I want to do here. If this 2 eh, divide this 2 eh, and the remainder is 0, eh, Python should print n this number, that particular number, which is print here, equals to what? X, this x here. And you should now, this one is just, eh, yes, divide. So if this condition is met, you should break. You should stop the whole iteration from here. But if not, you should now come here and say that n is what? A prime number. I know prime numbers are numbers that are not divisible by 2, right? So let's run this code and let's see what it will give us. So can you see that now? See what it's giving us. So first of all, when these two, see the output here. See our output here. Can you see our output here? So first of all, when this one executed, 2, it went to inside. So it first of all print out 2, right? So this one now go inside it again. Yeah, 2 in range of 2 is what? Hmm? 2 in range of 2 is still that. So here now, say, okay, if that 2 is divided by this 2, if the answer will be, if the remainder will be equal to 0, hmm? This one is one function. This one is another function. There are two different functions. So let me explain it here. So for n a range of 2 to 20 is what? Explanation of the code and solution. So we said for range n in range 2 to, for x, rather not range, for x variable, for variable n, for variable n here, so x, for variable n in range of 2 to 20, what will it give you? It will give you 2, it will give you 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. So it gives 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Pay attention though. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. It will not give you 20. So this is the first range, right? So this second one is for x. Let, let me just name this one as what? N will be equal to this, right? You know, this is our n, right? So for x now, let me now do for x. X will now be equal to, it said range of 2 to whatever value that this one gets. Did you get the point? Whatever value that this one gets. So it will not be, so 2 in range of 2, it should not still, so it should not still give you the same number. It should still give you the same number, because it is still 2 to 20, right? So this line is now that if n, modulus x is equal to 0, which means that, which means that for n which is equal to 2 and x equal to 2, eh, if n is divided by x and the remainder is equal to 0. So let's now do this. So 2 divided by 2, hmm? 2 exactly. So remainder now. Let me do divided by, eh? I'm coming. Hold on. So that you cannot understand. What were you saying? Hmm? Yes, we are looking for the remainder. So now we are saying that 2 divided by 2 is what? 1. Abi? Don't forget that it is n divided by x. So this will be n. What's our n? Hmm? This is our n, right? So 2 divided by 3 is what? Hmm? 1 remainder, 1 remainder, 1 again. 1 remainder 1. So 2 divided by 4 is what? Is 2 remainder 0, right? 2 divided by 5 is what? Hmm? 2 remainder 1, comma. 2 remainder 2 divided by 6 is what? 3 remainder 0. Eh? Yeah, by 7 is what? 3 remainder 1. So by 8 is what? 4 remainders. By by 9 is what? 4 remainder 1, right? By 10 is what? 5 remainder 0. Then by 11 is what? 5 remainder 1, 12, so and so and so on. So we are not saying that anyone that its remainder is what? Is equal to 0. You should now print it out so that that number is um is equal to um, x times that number when it is divided. But if it is not equal to 0, if it is 1, eh, you should print what? You should print that number is a what? Prime number. So which and which are prime number here? 3, right? So can you see it printed here that what? 3 is a what? Prime number. So this one, 4 is not a prime number, right? So it's 5 is a prime number. So can you say it's printed 5 is a what? A prime, a prime number. Did you get the point? And yeah, this one is 7. So that's the way it print. So what we did is that we tried to get prime and even number, but we also express them as what? As this. That is 4 equals to 2 times 2. So did you get the whole analogy now? So any question before we continue? Any question before we continue? So let's quickly do another part, which is what? Continue. The continue function, the continue function in Python. So what is the continue function in Python? We said break is that yes, once a condition is met, you should stop. You should stop that iteration, right? So what do you feel continue will be? So once that condition is met, you should what? Continue. So yeah, so let's quickly run this. For num for num in for num in range 2 to 10 is still in range 2 to 10. For num in range 2 to 10. Yep. So we are now saying that if num is if num if num is uh, divisible by 2 and the remainder is equal to 0, what should you do? You should print. Hope you're following the code, sha. You should print found an even number. Found an even number. Then you should not print the number. Then you should not print the number. Then if it has done that, you should now continue to do what? Hmm? To print another one. You should continue to do what? You should print. Yes, I'm coming. You should continue another one. Shared found uh found an odd number. Found an odd number. Then you should print the what? You should print the num. So yeah. What's your question? Hmm? Hmm. I told you that no, this num is a variable. It can be anything. It can be any name. So we can call the name Balekis. We can call the name Favor. We can call the name AB. So we just use our own name, num. So this one is just a variable name. It's not. It's not. Do you understand? So for num, which is this variable, in range of 2 to 10. So if the num is divided by 2 and the remainder is what? It is 0. You should print what? Um, he has found an even number, and you should print the number. You should print the number. Then, if not, you should now continue and do what? And print the that found an odd number. So let's run it. So can you see? It said what? Found an even number 2. Found an odd number 3. So it's still the same even and odd number. Any question before we go? Hmm? So let's stop here. Then we will now continue with what our past statement. Thank you.